Breakdown is. Hi guys, it's me Shalin and welcome to my blog. So for today's video, we will talk about communication breakdown. What is communication breakdown? Let's talk about that later. So for now, let's start. So before we start, we will have a brief discussion about communication. According to www.skillsyouneed.com, communication is a transferring information from one place, one person or group to another. Every communication involves at least one sender, a message, and a recipient. This may sound simple, but communication is actually a very complex subject. The transmission of message from sender to a recipient can be affected by a huge range of things. This includes our emotions, the cultural situation, the medium used to communicate, and even our location. The complexity is why good communication skills are considered as desirable by employers around. Accurate, effective, and unambiguous. Communication is actually extremely hard. Now, we will talk about our main topic. It is communication breakdown. What is communication breakdown? A communication breakdown is defined as a failure to exchange information resulting in a lack of communication. For example, me and my friends are talking each other through phone call. Then suddenly the conversation becomes choppy, or should I say their signal is unstable, so I can't understand them anymore. So I hang up the phone call and try to call them again, but the server just said,
"We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time."
and then our conversation ended. What are the possible causes of communication breakdown? Let's find out. There are some possible causes of communication breakdown. First, offensive communication, lack of planning, frame of reference, emotions, status consciousness, context, and lastly, sending irrelevant information. Speaking of communication breakdown, let's also talk about communication barriers. What is communication barriers? Communication barriers is anything that prevents us from receiving and understanding the message others use to convey their information, ideas, and thoughts. They can interfere with or block the message you are trying to send. What are the types of communication barriers? First, linguistic barriers. The language barrier is one of the main barriers that limit effective communication. Language is the most commonly employed tool of communication. The fact that every country and every region has its own dialect or language. I'll give you an example. I'm an Ilocano and I have a friend that is Kapampangan. So when me and my friend are talking or communicating, we can actually understand each other. Like I'm saying duwata and my friend saying itamong adwa. We can actually understand each other and that leads to misunderstanding. So, that is communication barriers. Second, psychological barrier. These are various mental and psychological issues that may be barriers to effective communication. For example, I'm afraid to my tutor, and I can communicate well to her because I have fear on her. I can't understand her because I'm scared that she will smash me on the face or punch me like that. Third, emotional barriers. The emotional IQ of a person determines the ease and comfort with which they can communicate. For example, I am angry to my mom and I am inflicting my anger than my understanding. Lastly, cultural barriers. Different cultures have a different meaning for several basic values of society. For example, when a girl is wearing a red shirt in a funeral, some people will think that she is not respecting the burial of the dead. Because wearing a red shirt on a funeral, people will think that she or he is happy that they are burial. Now you know already. Let's proceed to communication noise. Communication noise refers to influence on effective communication that influence the interpretation of conversations. And just like communication barriers, communication noise have also four types. There are physical, physiological, psychological, and semantic. First is physical. I'll give an example so you will understand. When I'm talking with my friend and my dog starts barking so loud. Hi! Hello! I can't understand you. Okay, I'll hang up. Bye! Next is physiological noise. When I'm angry and I can control my feelings, so sometimes I don't care about the feelings of others, I'm just focused on my emotion. Next is psychological noise. Example, me and my friend is talking loudly so we can't understand each other. And lastly, semantic noise. When you said an unfamiliar words to a people and they misunderstand. So that's all. I hope you learn and understand this kind of topic, and I hope also this video helps you to understand what communication breakdown really is. Bye bye.